beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Evan McPherson has this one teed up,
and we are underway here in Los Angeles.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now it's Burrow. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. In motion goes the tight end.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Burrow will throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's up to the 47.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Another run for Brown on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Burrow.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's caught right side by Palmer.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
3rd and goal. Here's the option left. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has...
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 36,
Burrow.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's got his man. That's Sample the tight end. That one goes for 24 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Again, it's Burrow.
This one complete to Yoshivas.
7 yards there and a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. 2 yards to go, second down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before the break for Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 29, Burrow looking middle, and that's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a couple. And they give to Brown on the option.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 9. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Burrow will throw. Got a man open. It's Chase.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Burrow looking to pass.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The Charger drive about to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that
one. This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
That's again complete to Palmer.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll go with a ground attack here.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 67 yards.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection. And it still continues here in the NFL.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Brown once more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Herbert now. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Open man right side. That's McConkey.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down. Throwing, Herbert.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 1st and goal. Herbert.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Herbert to throw.
incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly four-down territory. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's third and a few inches. Right back to Brown. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it.
It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.